Zoo Park. Basic greetings from Petri dish with POLLIES, and with marmorated sting bugs. We are sitting here in cage, waiting for food. We are feeding on some petals, on some plants, and marmorated bugs just crawling around. So you can observe them. This evening time, we are happy to be together. Marmorated bugs like to escape as usual. Marmorated bugs, Haleomorpha, are very happy to come out. They want to hide somewhere, in building, in a room. And of course we like to escape, like to fly. That's why we're crawling so fast. We can observe our creatures here and write your comments what you're thinking about these bugs. Some of them insects, these are bugs. Some of them are not insects, they're crustaceans, because roly-polies are crustaceans. So you can observe them. You can write your comments. If you have seen them in nature, if you have seen near your apartment, if you like them, write your comments. If you breed them, like it. If you don't like it, press on hate you. If you hate them, because they are very strange. They are like shrimps, but only terrestrial. They are terrestrial crustaceans. They are detritivagous and phytophagous. They are feeding on plants. I gave them in the central part piece of bread, so we can eat also bread. And bugs like to crawl very quickly. We need to sleep in cold time, but here very warm, so we are not sleeping. We are crawling around. So I need to use cut the lid for our petri dish. If you are interested in entomology, in arthropods, in zoology, write your questions. Yes, they are very funny terrestrial shrimps. I can try to make larger magnification because, yes, I can use another cage with other wasps and then can put it on as well. Alright, maybe we can get slightly better magnification. Yes, that's right. Size of our creatures will be better, will be bigger. Yeah, some of them feeding on bread. Very happy to find a piece of bread. Some people asking what I can do with these bugs. Can I feed them? Probably I can give them just some small pieces of apple, but I am not sure if I like it. So I can try. Ecological research. Usually I am doing kind of research on trophical relations between parasites and their hosts, because my favorite parasites, the egg parasitoids. So the best way to receive some parasitoids for taxonomical study is to collect them in a larger amount, at least for comparison to have few individuals. The best way to find egg parasitoids is to find their eggs. That's why I'm searching for eggs of different insects and I'm rearing them from eggs. And it needs some attention, some careful observations, finding special ecological habitats where this or that hosts are living. So it's not easy to find eggs, which are usually concealed somewhere inside plants, inside leaves, in hidden places. So that's most interesting for me, to find eggs and to rear from them some parasitoids. Sometimes these eggs can be in very tricky places, like eggs of dragonflies, eggs of aquatic beetles, were laid in plants somewhere under the water or inside the water or just out of water, and in many different other cases. Yes, it depends. When I am collecting eggs, freshly laid eggs are usually bright and colored, so they're covered with some saliva sometimes, like eggs of some leaf beetles, Chrysomelidae for instance. But if they are parasitized, they are slowly drying, so they change color, they are darkening, even if they are laid just openly or if they are concealed as well. Small pieces of eggs, parasitized eggs, usually darkening or changing color from transparent to yellow, bright yellow, then brown, and then just so dark like these roly-polies, gray and black. So parasitized eggs are usually have a very special coloration, which is different from non-parasitized eggs. And also they have longer time for development. Larvae of hosts usually come in early rather than parasitoid which will emerge later. Most interesting eggs which can be studied are eggs of butterflies, night moths, beetles, some dragonflies, some grasshoppers, and some others. Different groups of beetles, different groups of moths, different groups of dragonflies as well. Dragonflies are the most tricky creatures. They lay eggs very interesting way. And we have aquatic parasitoids, semi-aquatic and aquatic parasitoids, which can fly under the water, which can live under the water, which can move under the water by their legs and by their wings. Some egg parasitoids like Typhodites are parasitizing eggs of aquatic striders, Gerridae bugs. So they come into water directly straight away. So they can swim using their wings. And even if I collect some insects using yellow pen traps, I can put water with shampoo near the lake, near the stream. Sometimes aquatic parasitoids come into the water and they're just jumping inside the water like small shrimps. So they are moving wings and they are alive. They are not moving wings just dying. Before dying they are moving wings. No, they're just alive. They're moving with wings and it looks very funny. Genus Typhodites Platygastridae or Scaleonidae. Typhodites. And some others as well. This one of funny creatures. And genus Prestigia is also interesting one. Prestigia, which has name, very English name, according to the surname Mr. Prestwich, genus Prestigia. We're observing our beloved roly-polies, very funny creatures. We're crowding in petri dish together with brown marmorated bugs. And this is funny online translation midnight from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. It's quiet time, no airstrikes. It's fortunately warm at home. Just wait a minute, I can write the name on computer. I will type. Hello everybody who is watching our silent stream. This is silent stream because our roly-polies are not speaking. Speaking only the cameraman. I'm a cameraman. And for some people who is interested in insects can write questions about insects in a chat. If somebody is coming who is not interested in insects or arthropods, they are also silent. Some people can write greetings if you are familiar about insects. If you are surprised by some insects as well. So we need to add maybe some our beloved wasps here, as usual. Where our wasps were sitting here, we are waiting to be filmed as well. Because we do like to sleep at night time. Only cameraman does not sleep. Cameraman is too much devoted and crazy person to film some funny insects all together. So that's why you can watch them in big magnification here and now. You see our creatures are sleeping, semi-sleeping, we were hiding. Right, what kind of information are you interested in? We had some discussion about ticks before. Maybe you even promised to write an email, but you didn't write email. All right. Yes, if you have powerful microscope, you can watch some funny things, interesting creatures inside the gut of ticks. That's right. Powerful microscope is the most important tool. One day when our archaeologist also asked about some parasitoids of ticks and asked me, are they common or not? Is it possible to collect parasitoids? Surprisingly, I said yes. This is a very tricky question. There are some parasitoids of nymphs and adults of ticks, Ixodidae. But actually, we have only 5 specimens in all collection in our department, which means they're very rare, at least in our area. But for example, one publication was printed by specialists from Sweden or Finland. They collected some ticks on deers in some kind of hunting farming place on hunted deers. So and they collected a lot of mites on bodies of dead deers. So and they were parasitized and they received a lot of material from deers. Because yourself as entomologist and not hunter, you cannot collect ticks on deers, on some huge big animals in a forest. It needs to have some permission, some contact with hunters. So that's why if you want to receive more material of ticks, try to connect with some hunting agencies. So they can hunt for some animals and you can search for some ticks on these animals. Unfortunately, dead animals with ticks. after hunting. And so they may have a lot of ticks and maybe even some parasitoids. Because sample you could receive just a huge number of ticks in these samples, not just a few. Like if you collect ticks maybe in a city on dogs, on wild animals, samples will be more valuable because they are from natural conditions. So maybe next season you can search for something which is developing inside ticks. Okay, our POLLIES wasp more funny than ROLLY-POLLIES. ROLLY-POLLIES became too lazy. So you can watch for silent paper wasps. Our paper wasp, how are you? What are you doing? Are you sleeping well? So you wake up. So you feel just fresh air. So some are feeling, some are not. So wake up. Let's try to fly around. Nobody doesn't want to move. Most paper wasps are sitting, semi-sleeping because it's nighttime. So we have phototaxis. So we do not want to fly, even just in front of a strong light. But you can recognize I can touch you. You can see something strange on the queen, which is sitting in the middle part. Just on her middle leg there is just a small rounded ball. You can say what's that? You can think this is just a possible liquid or just a dust. But I suggest that this is a mite. I suggest this is a mite. You see, she's crawling. She's crawling and with this small ball on the leg. I guess this is a small mite on the body of POLLIES. This one. She was hiding. She's hiding now. I can touch her. This one. Come on. Come on, baby. You have very funny mite on middle leg. Come on. Can you show us? No, she doesn't want. She's hiding. No ball? Maybe. Maybe already she's clean. Thank you for coming to our streams. Good night everybody who is going to sleep, because we are showing this stream at midnight. Thank you for coming. Best entomology greetings to entomologists and common lovers of insects and nature. Thank you for coming to our stream. Our paper wasps are sitting and cleaning body. One is sitting cleaning body, others just communicating. They're so funny and they're pretty big. It's easy to observe them how they communicated in comparison with ants, because ants usually smaller size, but wasps are bigger. But of course they're more active because they have wings. And they can sting sometimes if it is dangerous species, but this species is not dangerous. So this species can sting but not painfully. If you know biology, if you know behavior, if you know how to communicate with wasps. So our lovely wasps are sending you best greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Wish best good luck for friends of Ukraine, and not good luck for not friends of Ukraine. Thank you for your interest. Don't forget to subscribe if you're visiting us for the first time. Welcome to Patreon page, welcome to our sponsorship page as well. And our paper wasps are going to sleep together with cameraman. Are you hiding? Not hiding, but little bit active. Thank you for coming. See you soon in next streams. And don't forget, stand with Ukraine, support Ukraine, help Ukraine, and Ukraine will win. Best wishes to friends of Ukraine. See you soon in my next streams from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. The sooner the better. Best entomology greetings.